Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In a hastily planned wedding in Italy, Ridge's bridal swaps Taylor for Brooke. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge Forrester is preparing Taylor Hayes for a major collapse. To be fair, Taylor's unusual marriage proposal is making her look incredibly desperate and ignoring warning signs. Nevertheless, Ridge is somewhat to blame for making so many lofty commitments that he will be unable to fulfill. Ridge promises to wed Taylor in order to make up for all the time they've missed together, but their happy ending as a couple will not come to pass. Although Ridge consented to marry Taylor and put the ring on her finger, it's unlikely that they will exchange vows and really make it legal. Ridge has a much higher chance of getting married to Brooke Logan instead, given the direction this plot is taking. According to spoilers, Ridge plans to go after Brooke in Italy before the end of July, where he will face Nick Marone. At some time, Nick will present Brooke with an engagement ring, which may encourage Ridge to propose to her. It's simple to picture Ridge pressuring Brooke to marry him rather than Nick. Ridge might switch brides and ask Brooke to marry him once his engagement to Taylor fails. You might want to do something modest for Brooke and Ridge this time around, as they have really had enough weddings in their lifetime. Ridge and Brooke may want to have a more private ceremony, rather than a grandiose one. The two of them plus an officiant may have a private ceremony for Brooke and Ridge. However, Ridge and Brooke might make the announcement later and take their vows alone. In any event, Taylor's sudden insistence on marrying Ridge must have a purpose. Depending on how everything works out, it might open the door for a bridal swap in Ridge and Brooke's hurried Italy wedding. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge will eventually provide some wedding-related updates, so tune in. Can Sheila assist Luna? Or sabotage her? According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila finds out what Will did to Luna. Does Luna Nozawa ultimately turn to her grandma for assistance when she flees after discovering she was set up by Will Spencer? Is that how Sheila Carter finds out about Luna's fate? All Spencer men are the same, Sheila informs Deacon Sharp. She did fall for Dollar Bill Spencer's antics, after all, when he was merely attempting to trap her in the same manner. Sheila must now choose whether or not to assist Luna, who is now in the same situation. She advised Luna to simply leave the town and stop becoming involved in Will and John Finnegan's affairs. Additionally, she told her to leave Steffi Forrester Finnegan alone, but she was unable to comply. Sheila is upset about this, but she feels compelled to assist a girl in need, because Luna is her granddaughter. But Luna is doing more harm than Sheila can possibly fathom. Is Luna going to follow through on her plan and pursue Hayes? There's never a better moment for Ridge Forrester to tell Brooke Logan about his engagement to Taylor Hayes than now. He might as well finish it. The problem is that Nick Marone couldn't wait to share with Brooke what he had heard at Il Giardino, so Brooke already knew. Brooke has had a chance to process this new knowledge. She was devastated to hear it, but in order to keep her ego from being too damaged, she got up and let Nick to compliment her. By the time Ridge reaches her, where will she be? Will she remain strong or will she make a fool of herself once more by pleading with Ridge to end his relationship with Taylor and return home to her? Perhaps she should open herself up to a man who wants her and only her. To what extent will Brooke go in order to prevent Ridge's wedding? According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan will be devastated to find out that Ridge Forrester and Taylor Hayes are engaged. He hasn't yet said "I do," though. Is Brooke still able to call off the wedding and win her man back? Read on to find out. See the spoilers below for what will happen next week. At the restaurant, Nick Marone heard Ridge Forrester's response to Taylor's extremely awkward proposal. According to teasers, the captain rushed to spill the tea with Brooke Logan because he was so excited. However, Nick Marone wasn't prepared for her response. Brooke believes she still has time to win Ridge back before they are married, instead of embracing the truth that he is getting married to Taylor. This explains why the Logan women on Bold and the Beautiful struggle to make friends. For months, rumors and spoilers have suggested that Nick Marone will hook up with his ex-wife Brooke Logan when he returns to Los Angeles. What if their relationship isn't real, though? Before Ridge makes the grave error of marrying his other ex-wife, Brooke is trying desperately to get him to come back. Hooking up with his half-brother is the perfect method to attract Ridge's attention and arouse his jealousy. Taylor may decide to call off the wedding since she is sick of Ridge's obsession with his ex, even if he decides not to call it quits because he still loves Brooke. For decades, Brooke and Taylor have been at odds over Ridge, but since they are both grandmothers now, they are unable to use pregnancy tests to gain the Forrester heir. They must now exercise a little more imagination. In your opinion, how far will Brooke Logan go to persuade Ridge to call off the wedding? Will she make Ridge envious by hooking up with Nick? Or might she perform worse? Brooke is won over by Nick. Brooke was shocked when Nick arrived in Los Angeles. Forrester Creations was the first location he visited. It makes sense because Jack, their son, works at Forrester International. Jack knew that Carter and Hope had attempted a coup. Brooke revealed that there was drama. She revealed that it was the reason Ridge left her for Taylor. Even now, he continues to blame her. Jack believes Brooke has to find a partner who is totally dedicated to her and move on from Ridge. A man such as he is, Ridge is still dedicated to Taylor. In his mind, he owes it to her. Despite his tendency to abandon Taylor for Brooke, Ridge is acting even more obstinately this time. Even although the world witnessed the fireworks between him and Brooke during the House of Forrester's debut, he doesn't care. Ridge is following through on his promise this time. By agreeing to Taylor's engagement, he is demonstrating that. Oddly enough, Nick heard what they were saying. When he heard Ridge reply yes, he had a contented expression. Finn has no desire to interact with Luna. He's been very explicit about that. He almost pleaded with her to leave town. Nevertheless, she continues to stalk, plot, and produce a series of uncontrollable chaos. Steffi is acting like a mother. Her mother is in complete disarray, and Luna is merely observing her influence spread over Los Angeles, as if she were destroying every bridge she sees. The worst part, though, is that Luna may still have a chance to become close to Finn. She is indeed spiraling. It's true that she has destroyed all goodwill, but in soap opera realm, logic is subordinated to breathtaking drama. What if Luna made the unimaginable decision? What if she took Finn hostage? Yes, you read correctly. Imagine this. Perhaps using a let's talk message or a fictitious emergency, Luna entices Finn away before locking him up in a luxurious underground hideaway. Equipped with medical literature, dim illumination, and her insane devotion, she assures him that until he listens to her, he will not be leaving. And listens to her. And listens to her further. Is it possible that Stockholm Syndrome is at work here? While Steffi is ripping the city apart in search of her man, may Luna use manipulation to win his heart. Nick, often known as Brookie, and Brooke were one of B&B's super couples. Hope, Brooke's daughter, made the couple the ideal family. Hope saw Nick as a father figure, and Nick showered her with affection as if she were his own daughter. Nick recently encountered his ex-stepdaughter, who was delighted to see him now that he was back in town. Hope reminisces about their wonderful family moments and Nick's kindness toward her mother. Brooke should be with a man like Nick, in her opinion. Hope made an unsuccessful attempt to reason with Brooke. However, Brooke might benefit from a trip down memory lane. She might rediscover her sentiments if she is reminded of the enjoyable moments she and Nick had together. Naturally, Hope's efforts to act as a matchmaker will also involve restraining Ridge. Perhaps she will take a cue from Logan Forrester and devise a plan to keep Ridge apart.